very good evening again, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster of the Week. I hope you all had a fantastic week so far. Like I said, there's still so much roller coasters to come. Like I said in the last episode, there are so many more roller coaster designs for you to look out for in the next few weeks here on the Branthwaite Productions YouTube channel. Tonight, I talk about another 2 roller coasters I've designed throughout this week. So yeah, it's going to be a bit calmer again. Some of them are calmer this time, because like I said, we had that bumper episode 10, where the coasters were very, very wacky. They were very thrilling and fast. But like I said, we're going to now narrow things down. We're going to make it a little bit calmer so we can actually make sure that the coasters are nice and thrilling again. So let's start off with coaster number 1 of this evening, and this roller coaster is called Extreme Speedstar. Now this coaster is a very, very good one because it does go quite fast. It's not as fast as the other ones that I actually did all them weeks ago. But like I said, this coaster is called the Extreme Speedstar because it has got a lot of elements used on this one. So let's have a look at the full data, shall we? So the max speed 61.59 miles per hour. So that's 61.59 miles per hour. The average speed is 32.20 miles per hour. The time it takes to get around the track is 41 seconds long. It's not that long this time. The length is a long one to read out as well. There's 6 stops on this track, and there are no inversions because this coaster hasn't got any loops. But however, it has got an overbank track, or a few of them on the way, so make sure you look out for them in the POV in a few seconds. So the full rating 61 out of 100. That is really good. That is in the green section, which is really good. And the nausea is 42 out of 100, which is in the yellow section, which is still pretty good. And like I say, these coasters are starting to get a little bit quicker now because, you know, all the coasters I've been doing so far have been too long. And like I said, I'm trying to mix things up with the series this year. And yeah, I'm trying to make coasters longer, some shorter, taller, smallest, and yeah, so yeah, it's just like, you know, making the coasters more fun for you to watch. So without further ado, let's get straight on to the first POV of this lovely Thursday evening. So there you go then, that was the first POV of this evening. I really enjoyed that little coaster because it actually mainly started off with a curved lift hill, and then when it got to the top of the lift hill it then started to go down, and then the whole car went on its side. And like I said, all of the tracks were banked because it just helps reduce the nausea of the ride, so it makes people less sick when it goes round. And yeah, I've actually used the overbank turns as well. They go quite high and then they go quite low. I actually like the one that I used right at the end, so it does create a slow atmosphere for the coaster. So yeah, you know, that was a really nice coaster. I like the colours that I used. It was yellow, blue and red, the track was, and then the cars being green. Now I'm trying to make the coasters more colourful as well, instead of making them dull and black, yellow or grey, because otherwise it would look absolutely terrible to look at. So there you go then, that was the first roller coaster. Let's move on to the second and final roller coaster of this evening. So here we go then, it's time for the second and final roller coaster of this evening. Like I say, each episode I actually do goes absolutely super quick, because it doesn't feel like 5 minutes ago that I've actually done an episode and, you know, edit it and upload it. It just feels like, you know, it feels like time you don't know that you did the episode. And when I go back through all those past videos that I've been doing for the channel, it just feels like I didn't create them. But you know, it just feels so long ago that I actually did the episodes and the other videos, and yeah, it just feels really strange for the second part of this episode. So let's get straight onto it, shall we? So the second roller coaster I'm going to be talking to you about this evening is called Silver Flash. Now this coaster I actually done this time. I actually made the track a silvery colour. I've made the train a little bit of a silvery colour because is called Silver Flash. I've actually used flashy silver type colours for this ride, so yeah, it's going to be a nice one to look at. So yeah, let's look at the thrill data and let's move on to the POV in a few minutes. So the max speed for this coaster, 65.94 miles per hour. This is going to be quite a fast one, so make sure you do watch it carefully. The average speed is 39.54 miles per hour. The time it takes to get around the track is 48 seconds long, which is absolutely crazy because the first one was 41 seconds long. So yeah, it's just a few seconds longer than the first one I've just talked about. So yeah, 48 seconds long for this one. The length is 53 miles on this one. It's quite a short one. There's 9 drops on this ride, and there are no inversions because there's no loops used on this ride. However, I have used helix drops as well, and I've also added a smoke tunnel at the very beginning of the ride after the train goes down the big lift hill. So yeah, make sure you check that out in a few minutes. So just the thrill and nausea rating, and then we'll move on. The thrill rating, 99 out of 100. That is absolutely brilliant. If it was just one more thrill rating up, then it would be absolutely brilliant as well. So yeah, 99 out of 100, which is absolutely great. And the nausea is 60 out of 100. It's just a little bit of a split difference. I think 60 out of 100. It's in the yellow zone, but I'll probably class this in the orange zone because it does get quite fast and it will make riders a little bit sick when they're on the ride as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight on to the second POV of this evening. So there you go then, that was the second roller coaster of this evening finally finished. So before I go then, like I said, I just want to apologise that throughout the past Coaster of the Week episodes, I would normally do a reflection video, but unfortunately, somehow I keep forgetting to do one at the end because, like I said, I've been really busy with Branthwaite Productions throughout the past few weeks because, like I said, times are now moving on because we're now approaching May or the summer season because, you know, this is when the channel starts to get very busy with the vlogs coming in and that. So I just want to apologise for that. So yeah, I'm going to talk about the reflection right now for this episode, and I'll keep talking about it for the rest of the episodes because I was just busy with the other ones I didn't do were a bit, I actually lost focus on. So yeah, let's talk about the reflection. So coaster number 1, the Extreme Speedstar, I thought was really quite smooth because it actually had those overbank turns which I really enjoyed, and it was quite a smooth ride to watch, and you know, it was really it was very colourful as well. I like the twists and banks I've used in there to make sure that the coaster is reduced, and yeah, that was Extreme Speedstar. And the second coaster which I just did, which was Silver Flash, I don't think it was the perfect coaster for me because, you know, it's like, you know, I think it was a bit too sick. I think if the drop was a bit lower or if the lift hill was a little bit lower, then the coaster would run a little bit smoother. So I think the winner this week is definitely going to be the Extreme Speedstar, which was the first coaster I did in this episode. So there you go then, that is the end of this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I say, make sure you check out all the other episodes from the past, and make sure you check out for plenty of more episodes of Coaster of the Week coming throughout the next few weeks. So there. So that's it then. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you next Thursday for another episode of Coaster of the Week. See you later everyone. Bye for now.